there.
Good afternoon. My name is Leslie Hernandez, and we are Ms. Haragi's statistics class. Our data study is home life versus school life. This data is based on how personal factors contribute to academic performance. Our mission for this data study project is to gain knowledge on how students' home and school environment influences their devotion to school. We also wanted to assess how specific numerical and categorical factors affect overall school performances. We also wanted to bring awareness of home life and teachers to students' interactions. This is a photo of our statistics class, and these are all the members.
Good afternoon, my name is Miranda Jimenez, and for Ms. Heidi's first period stats class was divided into 4 groups. For the first group is the presentation team, who were responsible of gathering the information and for having all of the information be presentable. For the database team, were responsible for reviewing the responses, whether they were invalid or valid. And for the data analysis team, they were responsible for the mean, median, mode, and for the standard deviation, so all of the numbers would be able to correlate with each other. For data study managers, as myself, was responsible of assigning who would be responsible for which team members, and would help to collaborate for the managers.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Angelina, and these are our topic questions. The first one is, what is your GPA? With this question, we could basically see where you stand and your grade. Our second one is, rate your level of responsibility at home. With this question, you could kind of see the difference between a senior and a freshman and what they have to do at home. And our last one is, what can MHS do to improve your GPA? With this question, we really hope to make a difference with all of our students' inputs and just to see what they want to see in the school. So I am part of the managers team, and some of the challenges that we had was, in my opinion, was kind of like coming to an agreement with everyone on what we should keep and what we should not keep, and just to make sure everything runs smoothly.
As a group, we witnessed the importance of effective communication and accountability.
Hi, my name is Destiny, and I feel like one problem we all faced during the study was just communicating and getting everybody on track and on the same page.
We realized how important the setup of questions in our survey, because we kept going back and forth of deciding which questions would be presentable in the Google Forms.
Hello, my name is Kiara, and my question was, what is your GPA? Our average GPA was a 2.94, and our data set was in fact normally distributed. On average, the data points deviate about 0.93 units away from the mean, and there was no outliers based on value, as all our data points were within 2 standard deviations from the
mean. Hi, my name is Anahi. This is a histogram on the question, what is your current GPA? Our data has a left-ended tail, which means that it's negatively skewed. Our students that surveyed had a average of a 2.0 GPA. So for A through G requirements, you need an average of 2.5. So it's important to remember how we can help our students excel.
So hi, my name is Kaylee. I was in charge of grade and GPA coordination analysis. And this is a histogram basically showing all the grades and their GPAs. As you can see, seniors have the highest GPAs because of all the AP classes and honor classes that they took. And sophomores, such as 10th graders, have the lower class GPAs than any other grade here.
Hello everyone, my name is Yair Dominguez, and my job as a data analyst was to analyze both numerical and categorical data. One of the questions that I took my time into answering was, rate your level of responsibility on a scale of 1 through 5. The mean was 3.64, which means that was the average level of responsibility. The standard deviation was 0.89, which means that all data points deviated about 0.89 units away from the mean. There were some outliers based on value, as not all data points were within 2 standard deviations from the mean. One was one of the outliers. Going back into the level of responsibility, most of the students had their level of responsibility as a 3 and a 4. There were not that many students that had their level of responsibility of 1, as you guys can see. And a high majority indicated that they have non-academic responsibilities at home.
Hi, my name is Andrew Duenas. One of the questions I was in charge of was,
what is the age of your oldest parent or guardian? Most of our responses said that their oldest parent or guardian was 40 years old. So, and our average age was 45 years old over there. And then, so this means overall we have parents that are 40 years and older. Our data is positively skewed, but we have outliers over here because some responses said that their parents or guardians were over the age of 80 or. Another question I was in charge of was how many times a week does your parent or guardian ask about your school performance? The average amount of times the parents or guardians check their school performance is 3 times. The most amount of responses that we got that were there were 3 times. The maximum times recorded was 12 times. This data indicates that the parents do not ask about the student's performance on the daily.
Hello, my name is Gael. The slide that I was working on was a scatter plot, and it was based upon how many times a parent or guardian asked you about our academics performance. And it was correlated against with our GPA. As we can see in the graph, a lot of students fall between 1.5 GPA and 4. We can see that each person gets asked about 3 times a week about their academics performance. The 2 notes that we were able to take in were that parents' engagement, as it was going higher for GPA, it did not correlate at all, so it wouldn't really change the fact based upon how students engage in school. Another thing that we noticed was that we can corroborate with the data's outliers being aligned with the students with the higher GPA. We can see right here with the outliers, which was a 30, which was that student gets asked about 30 times a week how their school is going.
Another categorical question that I was in charge of was, are you the oldest, middle, or youngest child? There were many students that were surveyed that shows that they were the youngest, as you guys can see. There were not that many students who were the only child. Based off this data, we can assume that students who fall into the oldest or middle category have more responsibility at home.
Hello, my name is Joseph Bustamante, and the question I received was, what best describes your living situation regarding your parents? So, more than half of the responses was that people live with both of their parents. And it has also come to our concern that about a quarter of the responses have said that they only live in a single parent households.
Hello, my name is Melanie, and the data study question I was responsible for analyzing was, what was the highest level of education your parents received? And as you can see, most parents received only a high school education, and only about a quarter of our students have college-educated parents.
This shows that a majority of our students are going to be first-generation college students, and that college awareness should be a key factor here at MHS.
Hi, my name is Devin, and the categorical question that I was in charge of was how much a teacher's engagement influences a student's academic performance. This question consisted of 2 responses, which was a yes and no answer. And as you can see, that it is approximately 9% of students believe that teachers' engagement with students does not affect their academic performance. On the other hand, over 90% of students believe that teachers' engagement does affect academic performance.
For this data analysis is asking, does your parent/guardian have access to your power school? This question is a yes or no answer. And for the yeses is a 77.6% of responses said that their parent/guardian have access to their power school, and only a quarter of students say that their parent/guardian have access to their power school, which is something that we all need to be concerned about.
I was also in charge of the scatter plot based on how old our parent or guardians are, and it was correlated against our GPA. We can see that, again, students fall between the 1.5 GPA and 4 are mostly in between the middle. And as my colleague recently stated, the one that was mostly repeated about parents' age was around their 40s. As you can see, there's many dots right here on the scatter plot that represents that. The 2 points that we're able to see that there was no correlation between our parents' age and our GPA, so it really wouldn't affect us with our way how we act or do in school. Other factors such as content engagement are responsibilities other than school affect academics performance.
we had an open-ended question. The open-ended question was, what can MHS do to raise your GPA? We split our responses into 8 categories. Some of the responses that touched us the most were be more supportive and encouraging, to not assume the worst in their kids, especially since we are considered a low-income school, implement more interactive forms of teaching methods that engages students, try to understand the student's perspective of personal issues in their life, as well as with helping students figure out how to manage their time, and have serious conversations about college and what needs to be done in order to achieve the student's specific goals.
As a class, our next steps for future studies would be just to overall hopefully spread our survey and our survey link throughout the whole campus and to many more classes. And we also hope that our next survey can also go across Montebello Unified, which would reach out to more different schools, not just MHS. And we would do this by emailing all the teachers in hopes that they reach out to their students and implement them filling out our survey. We also want to post it on more social media platforms and bring attention to students, because we know that, you know, social media, including our Montebello page, our Montebello homepage or website, you know, they have access to our QR code and our links there. And we also want to reach out to specific subgroups, which different examples of that could be our sports teams, our clubs, our AP classes, our counseling offices and counselors who can reach out to students as well.
As a class, what we learned from our study is the importance of collaboration and communication. This class has 25 students, and we all work together working on the project to make sure everything is organized and well inputted.
So a big thing that we learned for this data study is the data analysis. So basically just collecting everything and organizing everything so it's kind of like organized and so we all know what to do. And a big thing that we learned too is all the resources we have here at school that we should all utilize, and resources that we have outside of school.
Hi, my name is Nicholas, and for the past 3 weeks, our class has been gathering and evaluating the data. We have concluded that we strongly believe that 90% of our school agrees that a teacher has an effect on a student's performance. And also, students who have younger siblings also have a added on responsibility at home. And a majority of our students, along with the responsibilities of school, also have responsibilities at home that they need to manage. And with our open-ended questions, the need for collaboration was stressed. Like, it was shown that a lot of our students want more collaboration.
Hi, my name is Roy. Resources that we offer at our school are in-house tutoring. We also have a well-being center in D2. They offer birth control and condoms. We also have a family resource center. They organize food drives, host meetings. We also have a college center located in 812. They help you with your college needs.
Some resources outside of school are the LA County Department of Mental Health, Teen Line, National Disaster Headline, California Youth Crisis Line, Trevor Project, 211 LA. It basically offers human rights and needs like housing, food, and they host local events. The Trans Lifeline, Boys Town, Roba Mental Health, Heart of Compassion, Mexican American Opportunity Foundation, LA County DPSS, Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles. These resources are available for free and low cost within the LA County area. Regardless of age, race, or gender, you are always welcome to reach out. It is only one phone call away.
Hi, my name is Charity, and we are so thankful and we have so much love and appreciation for all of the students that took the time to fill out our survey and the teachers that were able to promote it. We're doing our best to make an impact and help the MHS community, one step at a time. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys' support. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We want to give a round of applause to
questions, right? Let's move on to first for future study. And hopefully with this, we can make some positive change on our campus, right? Now with this, happy holidays, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. Yeah. Questions. Does anybody have any questions?
Would you like to give us your insight on what you thought of the presentation?
Let me ask a couple questions first. So, how did you define responsibility? The number of years, the level of responsibility, right? 1 through 5. How was that defined? Was it?
Well, that one was defined of what you were responsible in the household, and for that question, we wanted to see if your responsibility in the household would affect your academics at school, because we don't know if the responsibility you are assigned to by your parents or anyone who is in charge of taking care of you would affect your academics in homework or completing any assignment your teachers have assigned.
That could be anything from like having siblings at home to take care of, or maybe you have to take care of your grandparents. Everything counts. I mean, I know a lot of you guys go home and you have a lot of chores to do, right?
Or some of you just go home and do nothing.
Or some of you guys have to work, you know.
So the 1 would be like nothing, and then the 5 would be like kind of like the head of the household.
Well, I think this is very impactful, powerful, if you will, because yeah, you can skew data, right? I'm sure you guys learned about that. But data doesn't really lie if you do it the right way, right? And it seems to you questions and how you format it is kind of right on to what we're trying to do as so you know from admin and teachers, really trying to build capacity and the whole thing behind empathy. Remember, you know, when we talked about empathy when we came back during the virtual year and the following year last year, it's you know, step back a little bit. Let's not focus on academics. Let's not make them primary. How's that? And reminding teachers that there's so much more going on. And again, if we were to present this to teachers and show the data how you feel. Because yeah, as adults we come up with a lot of plans, but it's nothing like hearing it from you. And it pretty much corroborates what we already know. You can make connections with students, you can go a lot further as opposed to, you know, not taking you into consideration. But now, of course, now with this year, this is our new normal, now we're trying to change that a little bit. Where yes, we're empathetic, now we gotta push you guys a little more. We gotta increase that rigor because, you know, if we're not pushing you and asking more of you, in a way, we're doing you a disservice. When you get into those schools and you realize, holy moly, I have to do a 10-page paper. I've never done a 10-page paper. Or those kinds of things, right? So the rigor needs to come in, but I like what somebody said. I think it's important for you guys to feel the love that we have for you, and that's why we're here. And so, yeah, let's book you guys for a staff meeting when we have one. How's that?
That'll be good.
Since you're here, like as a principal, we can bring to your attention. Would it just be like overall, like we got a lot of support from teachers, like you know, that allowing us to go into their classrooms and you know just interrupt their classrooms in general while they're you know studying for finals, to have your students fill out their surveys. I feel like that can like we can do better. Like the teachers can help us a little bit more by like I said, like in my side, implementing the survey on them, like you know making it a part of their Google Stream, you know, putting it on their Schoology. So overall, like just as a result, teachers want you know this study was good for you to realize that like academics and housing, like it affects us. And if you like I don't know how to say it, like I'm not if you want us to do like a better study next time, I don't know if I could word that better, like respectfully.
Yeah, you want to improve upon
like
it?
just like yeah, like if teachers can help us out like a little bit more. And I feel like, you know, like if you bring that to their attention, they more or less listen to you instead of like students interrupting their class.
So are you talking about the reliability of it? Because the more you survey, the more reliable the survey is, correct?
Yeah, just a little more support from all that
yeah,
stuff.
from like you, like our counselors, like you know, we'd appreciate it like a lot.
That's why if you show this and you present it, then they're gonna say, oh, that's why it's okay to give up 10 minutes of my day.
They'll understand it more. Yeah.
And then they do. I think right now you guys don't know this, but we have our collaborative Wednesdays. We're going to be there every Wednesday. We have 5 substitutes for teachers to go and build capacity. with regards to how do we do more active engagement strategies with you guys. And we gotta get everything to Google. Google's nice, right, guys? But that's not how you really learn. You guys learn by interacting, using language, and that's what we are trying to get back to. Because not just you guys, teachers have been, all of us have been really kind of impacted by what's been going on the last 3 years. So we're all coming out of it, and we will. And more importantly, in March, we're going to come and be looked at as to what we're doing for our accreditation in March. And they're going to be asking all these questions. What do we do here on campus? Do we have those interactions with collaboration within teachers? And are we keeping you in mind when we plan? You know, or do we strive to have every kid succeed? You know, and those are difficult things, right? But this is amazing, great job, and this shows what kids at Manabella can do. Good job.
Thank you. Great job, and again, thank you.
Also, thank your teacher for with us today. You have great teachers.
Yes, thank you. I know that we had a lot of stress, but
Yes.
look at the end product at the end, right?
We manage it.
We manage exactly.
It's called a productive struggle.
Very much so. Now go home, everybody. Enjoy your break. Thank you so much.